عادك بقى مايس.
الولد نسيت. O'Brien ranking, Groton, Massachusetts, as the Millbrook Mustangs take on the Groton Zebras in the 2023 NetSac Small School Tournament Semifinals. As snow continues to fall outside, ice is beginning to fly inside as these two teams battle it out for a spot in the finals. Charlie May, JD Whiting on the call. JD, what do you have for today's game?
I mean, a big game, semifinal game. It's an important game for both teams. Two very young squads, or I should say, Groton, very young squad, Millbrook, a young squad. Little playoff experience from both teams. Millbrook does have the advantage of one game from earlier this week in the quarterfinals. The two skilled teams, offensively and defensively. We expect a good game, an exciting, well-fought battle tonight.
Groton getting some chances early. Kira Lay up top, moving to Sydney Nelson will fire another one. Morgan Ainley coming up with another nice save here. Millbrook looking to exit the zone, but that was cut off by Scalise. Scalise staying hard on the puck. Dezio trying to nudge her off from there. Puck dumped back in by Kira Lay. Kira Lay committed to Harvard, strongest defenseman on this Groton squad. Kaylee Murphy looking for some space to work an exit here in the defensive zone. She'll keep it moving along the dasher. Emily Moore looking up for a pass. Hard forecheck on her from Lauren Ash. Hannah Chuli in there as well along the wall. Scalise continuing to work. Puck coming up top now as it ping-pongs off a couple.
Gotten off to a strong start here with some good zone pressure for the first couple minutes of today's game. Millbrook struggling to get the puck out of the zone and get changes.
Hannah Chuli on the forecheck as Groton continues to play D-to-D. The Zebras looking for an exit strategy out of here for now. Puck continuing up the dasher along the boards and will exit. Stever will backtrack and move it across to Callie Leary. Leary on forward, but her pass is intercepted and sent down deep by Clara Maturo. Leary with it now on the Millbrook Mustang side of things, missing a pass to Dana Look as the puck caroms out into the benching area for a stop in play.
Yeah, so as we mentioned, both teams, a lot of offensive and defensive skill. Groton with a high-skilled defense. They've let in 30 goals this year in about 28 games, so almost a goal per game, which is very good playing in the New England Prep School Athletic Conference. But they do generate a lot of offense, especially from the combination of Maddie Cronin, number 22, and Christina Scalise, number 23, who have combined for 73 points on the year so far, which beats the next 9 players in points on their squad. Millbrook, on the other hand, much more even scoring with some good offensive contributors like Natalia Daniluk and Kaylee Murphy, as well as some good defensive pieces such as Emily Moore and Morgan Ainley and Shay J. Sue.
Kira Lay will keep that puck on the wall. She tries to clear, puck doesn't quite exit. Daniluk looking for a centering pass to Jill Smith in front, who couldn't quite get to it. Puck getting tied up along the dasher. Daniluk coming away with it momentarily before she's tied up once again. Kylie Murphy working along the wall. Jill Smith coming away with it. Sharp angle shooting, hitting the top of the bar, and that puck will go wide. Shay Jazeel will pinch down from the blue line area and get that puck low along the yellow stripe of the boards. Groton still not able to exit here. Ellie Smith coughing up. Jill Smith with it for the Mustangs, firing a shot in tight. Murphy had a tip on it, but Hadamovsky had a nice save there in a response.
So a couple good plays off this first Millbrook offensive effort. A couple good chances on the goalie Hadamovsky, but Hadamovsky, fantastic goalie, playing 22 of the 24 games for this Groton school so far this year, and has a .942 save percentage and 1.3 goals against. So very good goalie, but Millbrook coming out hot, getting some good opportunities and making her work.
Murphy will skate down and touch up the icing here with 13-17 left in this first period.
Important icing call for Millbrook as they have the offensive zone draw, can pick what side they want, and the Groton defense that had been caught out on the ice for a little while is still stuck on these and is now forced to try and clear the puck a different way. But so far, pretty backup teams have created some of their own opportunities, but neither really able to break some fantastic wall of scoring and momentum so far.
Stever down at the top of the blue line, getting up, looked like she took a stick to the face. Officials opting not to call a penalty here. Scalise on the forecheck against Morin. Coughed up, high area. Cronin coming down to the corner across to Scalise. Two of the young top scorers on this Groton team, but coming up top of the blue line, skirting into Stever's area, and she'll clear out to center ice. Sydney Nelson on the reset from her own circles will opt to go behind Hadamovsky to find some more space as Kaylee Murphy continues to track her down. Jill Smith coming in as well. Puck played down deep, hard forecheck by Cronin. Scalise coming in along the wall to help her out. Puck coming, high slot area. Lila Panachuli able to lift it enough out to center ice and get it clear as the Mustangs will change up.
Already we see the effects of that Scalise and Cronin combo, who have made Millbrook work in the corners and behind the net pretty hard already early on in this game.
Groton getting set up in the offensive zone here. Shot coming from the outside. Puck still loose below the circle. Coughed up top now. Lauren Ash along the dasher will hold up from the corner. Centering pass in the high slot. Follow-up chance coming in. A good block there on Corinna Beckstein by Shay Jazeel. Puck along the boards now, and it will be finally cleared out off Stanley Luck's stick, and no trouble with the icing here as Gunn will come back and move it on forward. Shay Jazeel pinching down, driving towards the front, pass into Piper Smith. Puck still loose there. Hadamovsky holding that post tight, still no whistle. And we'll finally get in here with 11:24 left to play in the first period.
Good look there by Shay Jazeel to find Piper Smith. Hadamovsky staying strong, kept the puck out of the net. But both teams getting some good offensive zone time. It's back and forth, but not in like, they're just back and forth, like not just down and back continuously. Each team has had some good pressure, sustained zone time, and that's a very interesting way of play we haven't really seen much this year.
3-on-1 developing here for Groton, coming in far wing, chance in front, good save on Trudell by Morgan Ainley as Piper Smith will come away with it here. Smith through central ice looking for some room. She'll find Panachuli up the wing. That pass was cut off momentarily by Cronin and cleared out. JC Downs will try and get another clearance in. She'll get the backhander on the Piper Smith. Now Smith moving across for Panachuli, who rips one just wide of the net. Follow-up chance by Smith going out behind the netting and will rim around. Cronin will get a wee clear out towards Shay Jazeel in neutral ice. Murphy on stride into the offensive zone. Couple sticks on her, she'll move a shot on. Hadamovsky steered that one off to the corner. Here comes Scalise. Scalise winding and dicing into the offensive zone. She's got some nice moves, but a good poke check on the back end of that play will move the biscuit to the corner. Jill Smith from that same corner, hitting Murphy. Murphy will get out of the zone. Give and go to Jill Smith was just out of her reach and will be sent back in down below Ainley. Emily Morin now for the Mustangs looking for an option. That puck deflected off the skate blade of Jill Smith coming back. Beckstein with it, dogged hard by a couple on the Millbrook forecheck. Daniela hitting the ice, puck coming to her. Ainley with it on her stick. She'll air one just over the bar and at the head of Hadamovsky. Beckstein from behind the net will move on forward. Daniela will beat her to that puck. Daniela now below the goal line. We're going to make something happen from behind Hadamovsky. Centering bid hitting the backhand of Jayla Stever, but not much will come from that as Groton gets on the clear and gets moving, but they're whistled down offsides at the line with 9:36 in the first period remaining.
Groton's got a lot of speed coming out of that breakout through the neutral zone. Caught Millbrook on a couple odd man rushes and fast breaks. And then in the offensive zone for Millbrook, I'm loving the shots they're just putting on net, getting pucks to net, testing Hadamovsky, and not just letting Groton chill in the defensive zone, knowing they're just trying to work the puck around the outside, but getting pucks to net, crashing the goal, and trying to make things happen.
Puck was cleared in by Colby Gunn. Colby and Georgia Gunn, two sisters who work together in tandem on this Groton team. JC Downs from the corner not able to corral the puck. Coming away with it, Groton gunned up top, firing a shot. That one whizzing wide of Morgan Ainley. As we'll see a delayed penalty call coming up here against Groton. It's touched up, and Millbrook will get their first power play opportunity of the night.
Yeah, so Big power play opportunity here for Millbrook. We do know they haven't been great as of late, but we have seen them working a lot on their power play and penalty kill in practice this week. And from watching some footage before the game today, Groton does have a solid power play, penalty kill. The wings, they compact, they hold that high slot well, keep the puck to the outside. So we'll see which special teams unit gets the better of this effort right here.
So Millbrook's going to roll their top line as their power play unit. Kaylee Murphy, Piper Smith, Lila Panic-Shuley, Shay Jazeel, and Emily Morin will mine the points here as Sydney Nelson will come to it and get a clear all the way down 200 feet for Groton. Anyway, we talked to Jill Smith yesterday after practice. I asked her about the power play especially, and she said, you know, I think if we make some space, we can make some stuff happen on the man advantage. So look for the Mustangs to do that here.
Adding on to that, as we see already, we have Cronin and Scalise going heavy on that forecheck. So if Millbrook can come out of the zone with some speed, they'll have those 3-on-2, 2-on-2 opportunities as Cronin and Scalise get caught in the offensive zone.
Drop pass here for Shay Jazeel, who will rim it off the boards and on down. Piper Smith angled off along the wall by Kira Lay. Puck getting frozen up along there with just about 35 seconds left on the man advantage. Groton able to clear one more time, this time coming from Jalen Trudell. Ainley will come out to play it. Morin will pick it up from behind her and wait for some reinforcements off the bench. 20 seconds left in the man advantage for the Mustangs. Puck moved on forward to Jill Smith. Jill Smith in past the blue line will fire a shot. That one deflects to the corner. Panic-Shuley will nudge in hard there and keep going up the wall. Changing directions now, leaving it off in front of the net. Jill Smith couldn't get a stick on it. Clear attempts foiled there off the stick of Beckstein. Smith picking up the loose biscuit now below the goal line, protecting there. Trying to get away from some pressure by Lulu Jarrett. Jazeel now in the corner. Danny Luck will get the cycle moving with her. Jazeel leaving that puck off. Jill Smith coming to help out. Groton not quite able to get a clear yet, but they will now. Jalen Trudell making a nice pass through center ice, and here comes Kylie Murphy in on the back check. Was a good job by JC Downs to stop up her. Murphy off the wall trying to play a bank pass. That'll be picked up by Jill Smith and turn over the possession for the Mustangs. Smith hustling down that far wing to get to that puck. Centering drive Lily Ainley couldn't quite get to. Just under 7 minutes left to work in this first frame of action. JC Downs will move it for Jill Smith. Jill Smith looking for an option. She'll shoot one here. Adamovsky will cover it up for a stop.
I like that shot right there. Jill Smith didn't really see a better option, so just, you know, try and throw a puck in a spot you might see. Make the goalie have to do something. And have Adamovsky know that there are shooters on this Millbrook team. There are kids that can pick their spot. You got to be aware when most kids have the puck that there could be a dangerous shot coming. But a solid penalty kill effort from the Groton squad, getting the puck out, but also keeping it to the corners and forcing Millbrook's forwards to try and work low and not really create any opportunities up in front of the goal line.
A step up by Jayla Stever will put Millbrook currently offside. Kira Lay will try and come back the other way. She'll get the blue line and dump it in, stopping up at the blue line and heading off for a change. From the corner, Stever wasn't quite able to get to it. Puck trickling to the far wing now. Morin will play the bank on for Murphy. Murphy coming in 1-on-2. Kaylee Murphy trying to make an inside-outside move. Couldn't quite stick with it as it was poke checked away. Murphy now on for Smith. A little too hot off her stick blade to handle. Groton will get a momentary clear in here. Coming in 1-on-1. There was Jamie Noonan. Her bid was moved to the corner by Morgan Ainley. Kaylee Murphy in neutral ice had it ripped off. Scalise coming in. Scalise firing a shot, trickling behind. No, it didn't go in off the outside of the cage. And that'll be a whistle here as Morgan Ainley made the initial save. They keep it 0-0.
I mean, that was really well executed play by Scalise originally to make the move, get the shot, force Morgan Ainley to make a difficult save that she makes. Puck trickles right past that far post, and Morgan Ainley, J.J. Steele, and that Millbrook defense are able to keep Maddie Cronin from burying it far post. But a great opportunity created by those top two forwards we see on that Groton squad.
Official giving the Groton bench a quick explanation as we get set for the draw in the Millbrook defensive zone. Jill Smith getting tied up there. Scalise able to win it out for Groton. Shot coming from the point, tipping in front. Ainley will make another nice toe save and cover up for another stop.
Yeah, so nice tip play there. Morgan Ainley not expecting it, able to get her toe on the puck and then cover it up to keep that out of the net. But this top line for Groton is really making Morgan Ainley work right now.
Jill Smith this time on the better end of the tie-up here. Hard work by Scalise will win the puck over. Once again, Sydney Nelson across for Lulu Jarrett. Shot coming from the perimeter. Morgan Ainley made a pad save and will be cleared away by Jill Smith. Smith still skating with it here. She'll play the bank pass on for Danny Luck. Danny Luck will play the dump and chase game. Ainley on the other side. This side will chase it down in that near side corner. Scalise not able to exit. Shay Jazeel firing a shot looking for the tip in front. Didn't quite happen. Sydney Nelson now for the Groton squad. Good poke check there by Shay Jazeel. Jill Smith on the go here. She's got Lily Ainley. Plenty of Groton back. And the play will be ripped off by Scalise. On for Cronin now. Cronin trying to get back to Scalise. Play was broken up. Sydney Nelson holding the line, Ellie Smith holding the line. Emily Morin back for the Mustangs. Murphy from the wall. Couldn't quite make a clean pass. Stepping into the frame and shooting one there was Donnie Cheyenne. Haley Murphy now with it. Murphy trying to slice and dice her way up the wing. Had her feet taken out. No penalty coming up here. I thought that might have been a trip. Officials disagree. Stretch pass on the far side coming to Kylie Murphy for the Groton squad. Protecting puck behind Ainley, getting some bodies into the offensive zone for Groton. Chance in front there. Good poke check to keep it away from Jamie Noonan by Morgan Ainley.
Groton with the better share of possession and chances after that power play coming about midway through the period for Millbrook.
Murphy with it. Murphy on the outside. This side coming in. Hold up. Gretzky turn on this near side wall. Waiting for some reinforcements to come in. Trying to play that puck down low. She gets tangled up. Piper Smith coming to help her out as the puck trickles on below the goal line. JC Downs on the far side doing a good job keeping that play alive in the offensive zone. Stever will step into a bid that goes wide, may have been intended for Piper Smith. Centering drive. Pianichuli had a chance, but it was blocked on its way to the cage. And here comes Groton back the other way. Ellen Aneen coming in 1-on-3 essentially. Will come to this side for some more space. Along the wall, squeezed out. Stever had it momentarily and now it's tied up. Puck squirting free from the pile. JC Downs racing to it. Ainley from the wall. No look pass on for Lily Ainley, but Kira Lay will get to it first for Groton. Play moved on forward. JC Downs will track that puck down, coming forward. Penalty upcoming here. This one's going to go against Millbrook. With 2:49 left to play in the first period.
Penalty called on Jayla Stever, Millbrook's leader in penalties taken. Interesting call. I thought they got tangled up. No one's going to the box. Yeah, she doesn't even realize the penalty's on her. But Jayla Stever will end up in the box. And tough call, tough break for that Millbrook defense. And now this high-powered Groton power play has the opportunity to work.
So Stever will take a seat in the sin bin for about 1:30 as Kira Lay fires a shot there. Great blocker saved by Morgan Ainley. Played with a high stick, says the official. Touched up. The draw will come outside with 1:22 left on the power play and just about 2 minutes 41 seconds left in the period.
Kira Lay, as you said, Harvard commit, big defenseman. Only a junior, already committed to play at a top-end Division I program. Can shoot the puck really well, has good vision, and knows what she wants to do with the puck, and is a good piece on this Groton power play.
A good eat there from Emily Morin on Kira Lay will allow Millbrook to get a clear in and send Groton packing. A minute of power play time or so left for Groton with which to work. Good cutoff there by Shay Jazeel stepping up, and we'll see another penalty here. I don't know if that was a penalty or not. I'll turn to you on that.
Yeah, for me, I don't consider that a penalty. JJ Seals coming through the zone to meet a puck that's also getting met by the Groton forward. I don't remember who it was. And that looked to me, again, more like a collision. So a tough break for Millbrook, but a really important 5-on-3 kill coming up right here.
So Millbrook will be down 5-on-3 for about a minute, and then another additional 30 seconds of Groton power play time will be after that. Kira Lay condensing, coming into a shot. Good block there by Panachuli. Lay able to keep it alive in the offensive zone. Up top now, Maddie Cronin playing catch with Kira Lay. Cronin will step into a shot. Her bid going over the bar. Couldn't get there, may have been deflected on the way. Promotion in front will continue as Ainley tries to track that puck down. Shot coming from Lay. Ainley got a pad on that one. JC Downs sticking for it. Coming away with it. Joe Smith couldn't quite get to that loose puck. Kira Lay just poking it back into the zone. Scalise now up top, stepping into the high slot. Cronin far side. Chance it for wide over there. It's straight over. It didn't go in. Oh my gosh.
Christina Scalise blessed with a wide open net, shoots it high and wide, and bails the Millbrook team out. I shouldn't say bails them out, it's a 5-on-3. Millbrook doing everything they can to keep this penalty kill going. So far doing a great job. Groton doing a good job of moving that puck, creating that opportunity. Just couldn't end up finishing.
Panachuli racing towards that loose puck. Sydney Nelson getting there first, firing a shot, blocked away by Ainley. Panachuli chopping at it. Millbrook now back to 5-on-4 hockey as Murphy getting off the bench. We'll get some fresh legs out there to try and help out this Millbrook penalty kill squad. Shying away from trouble now is Nanine up top here. Lulu Jarrett playing catch at the blue line with Sydney Nelson. A good block there by Panachuli. Will clear out that puck with about 14 or so seconds left on the penalty to Shea Jazeel.
Millbrook's penalty kill, coached by Coach Whiting, loves to get that offense and create opportunities on that penalty kill, but Groton not allowing them to do so, which has been an important defensive aspect of Groton's power play, is just shutting down the offense of Millbrook's penalty kill.
Murphy saucing up top for Jarrett. Jarrett stepping into a shot. Good block there by Danny Luck, and she'll spring Murphy. Murphy one-on-one. Murphy using her legs, looking to make a move, but it was poked away beautifully by Sydney Nelson. Murphy still alive in the offensive zone, getting the cycle play going with Natalia Danieluk, who will take a tumble and hit the deck. Puck still loose with about 15 seconds left in this period. Stever stepping up. Puck now caroming to the corner. Jarrett will play it from there. Jarrett looking to get a breakout here, on for Jamie Noonan. Noonan with it, getting it on forward for Murphy. Murphy dancing through central ice. 2 seconds left. Shot coming, and that'll do it for the first period as Ainley comes up with one more save. That was fast.
Yeah, action-packed, eventful first period. Neither team able to get a goal. Both goalies staying strong back in the blue paint. Some good opportunities offensively for both teams.
We need to have this area clear. If you could go that way, that would be great.
Overall, good period from both teams, offensively and defensively. As we said, it's going to be a tight game, and we're seeing that right now.
As we get into the first intermission, we've got a couple things. We were fortunate enough to be at practice yesterday. We talked to a few of the players, talked to some coaches. We also put together a quick highlight reel just to show what got this Millbrook team in the position they're at now. So we're going to take a look at some highlights from the last few games of the season here.
after practice yesterday, we did have the pleasure of talking to some of the players about their thoughts on the last week, today's game, potentially tomorrow's game, and just the whole playoff atmosphere as a whole. So let's take a look at those clips.
I'm here with the top line, aka the Smurf line, Lila Panachuli, Kaylee Murphy, Piper Smith. What can we expect out of you guys tomorrow?
A big win. We're just going to be buzzing. A lot of communication and goals. Oh, yeah.
I like that. We're setting some goals early here. So on the point tally, are we seeing 3, 5, 10 points for you guys?
Unlimited points for tomorrow. Huge barn burner. I'm planning on it.
If you can count them on your hands, there's a problem.
I agree.
Good stuff there with the blue line.
I'm here with Piper Smith. Piper, what do you feel like your role is on this team, and what are some goals for tomorrow?
My role on the team is definitely be a leader on and off the ice, carrying both my wings and defensemen in both the offensive and defensive zone, keeping up the communication and energy the entire game.
What do you feel like you can improve upon from last game?
Something we can improve on for last game is definitely our D zone. We had some struggle on Wednesday, but we locked it down this week in practice, and I think we'll be ready to go.
Sounds good. JD and I thought you played a fantastic game Wednesday. How do you carry that good energy and good play into tomorrow?
Definitely keeping up the energy the entire time during warm-ups and on the bench, communicating with my line mates, making sure we have some good chemistry, and just lots of shots on net, getting pucks deep.
I'm here with Jill Smith. Jill, a few questions for you. What's the game plan for tomorrow for the forwards? What kind of hockey do you want the top 6 playing?
We just got to be really aggressive and smart with the puck and just creating space for everyone, like moving into open space and just getting where the other team isn't.
So the power play's been a little bit stagnated lately. What do you look to do to jumpstart that and get stuff moving again?
I think we just need to be better on the breakout because sometimes we get stuck and we just need to get the puck up and have people just constantly moving.
You guys play hard, fast hockey with a pretty short bench. How do you keep your legs fresh?
Just keeping short shifts as short as possible and just roll water, take a break and then good for the next shift.
Thank you, Jill.
I'm here with lone senior and starting goaltender Morgan Ainley. Morgan, how are you feeling today?
The food poisoning really got to me. Feeling a little tired, but I'm ready. Ate a banana today, so.
All right, what is the prep like for you going into this big game tomorrow?
Lots of sleep, lots of water, hang out with the team. That's really it. The usual.
Awesome. And then what's the energy been like in the locker room, on the ice, just in practice this week after that big win against Lawrence in the quarterfinals?
It's definitely there. Everyone is very excited for tomorrow. Energy is very high on the ice.
We welcome you back into the studio here. Good to hear from some of the players. Really interesting to see what they're thinking, what their thoughts are going into today's game. We were not only fortunate enough to talk to the players, but we also got some time with Coach Shapey, very generous to give us some of her time. So let's hear what some of her thoughts were going into today.
You guys played a pretty good game on Wednesday, getting that big win, but what are some things you think you need to improve upon and have improved upon on practice this week?
Yeah, this week we've been focusing on D-zone coverage and not getting caught watching that puck in the zone, figuring out who you have, what space you have, and what to cover.
So I was talking to Coach Whiting, and he was telling me a lot about the new power kill system that the Canadian national team does and how you guys have been trying to do that. How effective has that been in your game as of late?
I think it's been very effective. We have a strong group. For both power play units, and they're moving the puck, they're finding the open space, and we're scoring some goals.
Awesome. And the big one is your goalie for tomorrow. Morgan Ainley's been starting the last few games, but she has had some illness and stuff last couple days. So are you still going to roll with her tomorrow?
Yeah, we're not changing anything. We've kept an eye on her, how she's feeling. We've checked in. She seems to be feeling good, and as of right now, we're not changing it. So it's going to be her. Unless you see otherwise.
Awesome. Love to see it. Can't wait for the game.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Really interesting to hear from Coach Shapey. And after that first period, an action-packed first period, no goals as of yet, but both teams getting their fair share of chances. What were your thoughts, and what do you think Millbrook needs to do going into the second period, JD?
So as a whole, I thought it was a great first period from both teams. Both of them created their offensive opportunities as they came, made some nice shots, some good passing plays. Groton with a few really nice chances. Millbrook with a couple tricky shots and tricky plays. Adamovsky and Morgan Ainley playing huge right now, making crucial saves, making big plays. As a whole, though, I think Millbrook, I don't really know, honestly. I think their winger coverage has been better than it was in that Lawrence game on Wednesday. I think the coaches and the players really want this win, have been striving for that this week. After that Lawrence win, the energy's been great. They're building off that momentum, and today's game has been really well played. If they could be a little faster on their feet, that'd be awesome. They are getting off a 4-hour bus ride. Had some time before the game, but it was a long trip. So
Yeah.
all of it, just really good game of hockey, really enjoyable. Tied 0-0 after the first. It's a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to cover. And yeah.
Yes, so that'll do it for our intermission show here, as we're going to take a quick breath right before the second period, get our voices back, make sure we're ready to go. Should be just a couple minutes, 1 or 2, and we'll cut out for a second. As we get set for second period, puck drop, and the play is rolling here as Kira Lay will move on. Play cut off by Shea Jazeel, who will take a tumble down to the ice. Kaylee Murphy trying to move that puck on forward. D to D now on the Groton side of things. Scalise hit inside. Christina Scalise finding some space. Pad save made by Ainley and a follow-up. Snappy glove save for Morgan Ainley. Calm, cool, and collected as usual.
Yeah, Morgan Ainley unusually leaving that, nice rebound just sitting there for the Groton offense. Makes a good save though, so what does it really matter? And then just to add to what we were saying earlier, both teams with a couple important kills in that first period. Groton a big 5-on-4 kill, and then Millbrook a big extended 5-on-4, 5-on-3 penalty kill to keep the game tied at 0.
Scalise looking to move it here. She'll find Cronin on the tip attempt, so no ice coming into the zone. Emily Morin racing back, able to nip it to the corner. Scalise looking for a spot to go. She'll opt to go behind Ainley with the puck. Scalise sticking with it, Morin on her, Cronin coming in to help her out. Scalise and Cronin, the dynamic duo for this Groton squad. Cronin going up top with it now. Beckstein will fire it back down low, trying to work that puck in the offensive zone. Lila Panicciulli, far side boards, will air this one out to center and down. Murphy caught in a foot race now, and she'll be just edged out there by Jarrett. So it'll be icing here against the Millbrook squad.
Good also from Jarrett and Murphy there. Jarrett winning the call. And now this Millbrook squad, this first line, the Emily Morris, JJ Seal defensive combo, and that Smurf line we talk about, stuck on the ice after being out for a little over a minute already.
Piper Smith coming in to take this draw here. Piper Smith able to win the draw for the Mustangs. Warren chipping across the boards and will get that puck out. Jarrett tracking it down for the Groton Zebras here. Play cut, almost cut off by Jill Smith. Pass now fanned on second attempt. Will get it on through to Jamie Noonan. Jamie Noonan continuing to play the bank game up the wall. Drop pass now back to Jamie Noonan. Noonan from the corner. Drop pass to Nanine. Nanine and Noonan trying to work the Millbrook D along this near side corner. Jill Smith able to push that puck around the dasher. Lily Ainley trying to keep it moving, not going to clear this time though. Lulu Jarrett sending it back in. Morin will chip it off the glass. Danny Luck in there to help out and get it clear of the zone. Jill Smith on the forecheck. Jill Smith developing 2-on-1. Lily Ainley here trying to go back to Smith. Smith firing. Hadamovsky with the save. With 15:01 left in the second period.
Big save there from Nadamovsky, but a good back and forth play from Jill Smith and Lily Ainley to get that opportunity. Get Hadamovsky moving horizontally, change the plane, change that shooting angle. Couldn't quite capitalize on the opportunity the way they wanted to, but a good effort, good break in, and good shot.
Scalise on the draw here against Jill Smith in the offensive zone for the Mustangs. Millbrook taking possession after that zonal win by Smith. Leary will send that puck on deep. Ainley on the forecheck. Stever getting tied up at the top of the circle. Groton able to clear. Cronin coming away with it. Looking to get around Callie Leary. She'll off to the outside. Firing in. And a save by Ainley. She pushed across and made it happen. Stever poking out. Jill Smith will get the clear as Millbrook will probably head off for a change here. Kira resetting in Groton's own zone right now. Kaylee Murphy on the forecheck as Panicciulli lost an edge in neutral. Delayed penalty call coming here against Millbrook as Ainley will eat one more from Cronin and get the whistle.
So Millbrook going back to the penalty kill for the second time, third penalty, second time on the PK tonight. And a really important kill coming up right here for the Millbrook team.
So Kaylee Murphy in the box. I never saw the signal, did you?
I did not.
Murphy anyway will sit for the minute 30 minor. Piper Smith on the defensive draw, not quite able to win it right away. Kept in by Sydney Nelson and fired on down. Kylie Murphy off the wall. Will cycle it up top. Nelson near side taking a shot. Pad saved by Ainley. Still loose in front. Panicciulli will get the clear in and relieve the pressure.
Once again, Morgan Ainley coming up big, making a few nice pad saves to keep that puck in front of her. Again, on the penalty kill.
Puck coming back to Shea Jazeel. Shea Jazeel with a little bit of time behind Ainley will fire it off the boards. Smith will keep it moving. Clear it once again. Groton looking to come right back just as fast. Beckstein on the far wing. Shea Jazeel on her. Shea once again will fire off the boards, and this one will squirt past the blue line and get the zonal clear. Just about 40 or so seconds left on the penalty to Kaylee Murphy. Shea Jazeel getting one more clear in, forcing Kira Lay back further. Just over 13 minutes left to work in this middle frame of action here as Hadamovsky will leave it for Lay.
So far, well executed penalty kill by the Millbrook unit. Haven't really given Groton many opportunities to set up and create opportunities.
3-on-2 developing here for Scalise, driving in Scalise. Ainley with a couple more nice saves as she just stretched out and covered the post. Puck still loose here. Cronin up top now. Lay from the top of the circles. Her bid was blocked by Danny Luck. Jazeel will chip it Morin coming in as the penalty expires. Ainley on the go, got it touched, so no icing as she comes in here. Ainley, Danny Luck in front, oh, and a glove save by Hadamovsky. With second period, the goalie show right now.
Both goalies playing on top of their head. And wonderful kill by Millbrook. I know they wanted that goal, but if there's any better way to build momentum than a goal, it's having your goal and then creating some great opportunities right after a very important penalty kill. I mean, great. We're only 4.5 minutes into the second.
Danny Luck will pick up, helping her out. Lulu Jarrett trying to poke it away from her. Kylie Murphy now behind the safety of Hadamovsky. Murphy dogged by Jill Smith. Jill Smith winning that puck momentarily. Lily Ainley in the corner now battling for it. Smith coming away with it. Before it's poked up top, JC Downs will fire a shot, but some friendly fire off of the shin pad of Danny Luck will clear it momentarily. Delayed offsides here. Millbrook will tag up as they get a change in. Groton looking to come back the other way. Slicing and dicing here is Murphy, held up at the blue line by Jazeel and Piper Smith. Panachuli poking it free. Danny Luck on the go, 3-on-2. The Mustang can get free. Danny Luck outside firing in off the back skate of Jazeel. Here comes Groton.
Good look by Natalia Daniluk to try and find that far post pass.
Oh, it goes in! An odd shot from Ellie Smith just sails over the glove of Morgan Ainley and will give Groton a 1-0 lead.
I mean, nice shot. A goal like that in a game like today is very important. Crucial goal. Morgan Ainley thought she had it. Puck ended up going right over her glove. And Ellie Smith able to connect. Groton off 1-0. A little less than halfway through this second period.
Jamie Noonan in the offensive zone. Up top now, shot to the slot area, that was blocked. Morin looking for his spot. Finding Lily Ainley up the wing, through to Piper Smith, no icing here as it'll be deflected. Murphy coming into the picture to forecheck along with Smith. Smith doing a good job holding that puck up. Momentarily, as you always note, this is the most important shift for both teams right now. Stretch pass missing there, and it'll be an icing here as Emily Morin will rush to it with 10:50 left in the second period.
So an important icing call for Millbrook, as you said and as we always do. Most important shift of the game right after the goal, especially a goal like this in a game like today. And Millbrook now having the advantage of fresh legs on this Groton defense who can't change and is stuck on the long second period change.
Jazeel and Downs not quite able to hold the blue line strong. Noonan on the go, coming in one-on-one on Jazeel. Drop pass missing. Lily Ainley got it to there first. Jazeel now with it. She'll make a nice bank pass up to Danny Luck, just missing the mark there. Sydney Nelson firing it back down deep. Scalise flying into the action. Scalise off the top wing, over to Nelson. Nelson trying to get it back to her. Deflection goes past Ainley and down low. Scalise once again. Scalise from the circle playing off the wall to Cronin. Cronin pinching in, hitting up Scalise, and a deflection moving the biscuit wide of the net. Cronin once again. Cronin, top of the slot area. Scalise in there as well as the puck will trickle out to neutral. 10 minutes left in this middle frame of action. Millbrook looking to get their way back into this game. Jazeel with a nice step up here. She's coming to the offensive zone, firing a shot. Hadamovsky made the stick save. Panachuli looking to get some solo action, but she's swallowed up in a sea of red. Coming back the other way, Cronin, far wing, Scalise. Back to Scalise. No, Ainley made a nice save this time. And play is blown dead here. As I'm not quite sure what the official
might be a penalty.
Penalty?
I think it might be.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And on none other than Maddie Cronin, maybe?
Headbutt?
No? I don't know. I don't think it's headbutting.
Official motioning to his head. I'm not sure what that is.
Neither am I, but Cronin headed to the box. So
an opportunity for Millbrook to get themselves back into this hockey game. As Cronin, a top penalty killer for this team, will sit for a minute and a half.
Yeah, Groton now missing an important piece of their penalty kill. Gonna have to change things up a little. And a big extra man advantage for Millbrook, down 1-0 halfway through the second.
Cronin having a seat in the sin bin, a minute 30 with 9:34 left in the second period. Draw coming out to the right of Adamovsky. Jazeel couldn't quite corral that. Lay will attempt to fire it out, and she will. Murphy couldn't quite get there. Morin tracking this puck down in her own zone. She'll hold up behind Ainley. Looking for a spot, she'll leave the dropper to Piper Smith. Piper Smith getting her legs churning through neutral ice. Smith into the offensive zone, to the outside. Smith down low now. Circling below, looking for a spot. She'll come into the high slot area, moving the puck there, but it's cleared out by Groton, and will send Millbrook on the reset.
Would have liked to see Piper Smith try and, not try and force a shot, not try and force something to goal. Maybe play it wide to Kaylee Murphy, get the power play structure set up, get the puck moving, and try and look for a more, a higher percentage opportunity.
Morin at the top now, over to Murphy. Murphy near side wing, firing. Oh, puck going through the crease as Morin shuffles over to the far side, keeping the puck alive. Jazeel from the wall, poked free, and he'll get past Morin. Donnie Cheyenne coming in, Morin trying to angle her off and keep it away, and she will. Morin on the reset, finding Murphy up the wing. Murphy across, relieving some pressure from her. Jazeel into the offensive zone, just past the blue line, leaving the drop pass as she takes a tumble. Panachuli had it poked away. Stever came into the frame to keep it alive. Shot taken, sharp angle by Jazeel. Jill Smith off the bench will get the cycle play moving for the Mustangs. Jazeel will be held up along the wall. Jill Smith, Panachuli, penalty over to Cronin. Cronin back to 5-on-5 hockey here along with the Groton mates. Poking it free, Jill Smith firing back down. Just under 8 minutes left in the second period with which to work for both teams. Groton hopping to a 1-0 lead thus far. And an icing here.
So that icing call, leaving those Groton penalty killers still on the ice after about a minute-long shift. And Millbrook with some good pressure there. Couldn't quite get anything quality to net, but they're starting to find that zone time, starting to find some good looks. And
looking just to start to poke some holes in what seems impenetrable Groton defense right now. Downs not able to hustle over to that puck. It's now a foot race 4 times wide. Stever getting there first, as we know she can wheel for sure. Lily Ainley hitting the headman, Daniluk. Daniluk in one-on-one with back check coming. Fading on a shot there. Jill Smith coming in to help out. She'll throw the puck down low. Puck thrown off the netting, so we'll see a face-off here. I believe no change. Yes, no change still.
yeah, there is no penalty throwing the puck out of play in NCAA rules. However, you still cannot change. So a lot of the same Groton players still stuck on the ice.
Jill Smith in to take the draw here against Scalise. Scalise with the clean win in the defensive zone. Puck moved on forward, getting past Noonan. Morin will have to rush back and chase it down. It comes to Ainley. She'll play it for Morin, but that's picked off by Cronin. Cronin slicing and dicing, finding some space, and no, it didn't go in! Morgan Ainley made a save and bounced off the post, and then she grabbed it again! Oh my gosh!
I mean,
what are we witnessing?
Absolutely wonderful save from Morgan Ainley to get across the goal, get it with, I don't know what part of her body, but hits the crossbar, covers up, keeps the lead of Groton at 1, and really bails out her team right there after a beautiful connection from the two.
Shot sailing over the bar from Scalise, pinching down is Nelson. From the corner, Murphy dealing with it. Piper Smith not able to clear. Cronin now for the Groton squad. Cronin dogged there. Jazeel getting the loose puck now, and she'll backhand it out to neutral. Lay looking for a spot, doesn't find one. She'll circle back and go D to D. Puck sent in, no icing. It was tipped off the stick of Scalise. Rushing to it, is Jalen Trudell. Trudell and Downs tied up behind Ainley. Trudell continuing to work, getting some help from Cheyenne. Up top now, Lay coming into a shot. That one sailing over the bar and past the ear of Ainley. Downs from the corner, couldn't quite make something happen. Ellie Smith with it now, leaving it back. Cheyenne coming from the corner. Kylie Murphy with it now. Downs on her tight. Piper Smith down in low as well. Kaylee Murphy will get the loose puck for the Mustangs. Kaylee Murphy will get the breakout by herself. Now Piper Smith following. Piper Smith stepping into a slap shot. That was deflected on the way. Follow-up chance. Panachuli shooting for that far corner. Couldn't find it. Sharp angle. Murphy in front chance. It's still loose. Oh, Panachuli, no! Adamovsky was there and made the save.
Wonderful save by Adamovsky to shut Millbrook down. Lila Panachuli and the Millbrook team down on the doorstep with some good looks coming offensively for Millbrook.
Groton getting the cycle set up in the offensive zone, trying to insert their offensive dominance once again. Panachuli on the forecheck, getting that loose puck. Panachuli on the break. Panachuli coming in, and we'll see a penalty coming up here as she drew the hook or the slash. And Groton will touch up with 4:56 left in the second period.
Wow. So important penalty call on Groton right here after that play on Lila Panachuli. And I'd love to see Millbrook on the power play. But that was a very smart play. Smart play by, I think, Keely Murphy of the Groton squad to keep Panachuli from getting that one-on-one opportunity with Adamovsky.
Jazeel up top, D-to-D now for Morin. Morin will step into a shot. It's a flanking chance in front. Adamovsky! Oh my! Stretching across the blue paint to make a save. Jill Smith looking for Lily Ainley in the crease once again. Morin up top, pinching down, will send it low off the yellow stripe of the dasher. Shea Jazeel lunging out to save that puck momentarily, but on the go. It's Scalise one-on-one against Morin, leaving for Cronin. Cronin missing the net. Actually, I think it was saved. Scalise now looking for a spot to go. Up top now, deflected high slot area, poked free by Morin. Jill Smith and Lily Ainley on the go, 2-on-2. Smith on the outside, holding up there, protecting that puck as best she can. Morin at the blue line now, chipping down once again. Scalise will clear it off of Morin, so the draw and into the benching area, so the draw will stay inside with 38 seconds left on the penalty time. 4:02 in the period.
Important draw here for the Millbrook power play. Oh, it's outside? Apparently the draw is outside of the zone after it deflected off of Emily Morin in white.
I guess it was deemed offsides. I think that's what the official was pointing at. That's my mistake. Danny Look now, near side wall, coming in looking to set up that power play unit as she freezes that puck up. Sticking for it is Noonan. Noonan coming away with it, not able to clear. Across for Jazeel. Jazeel couldn't quite corral that puck too cleanly. Jill Smith from the corner as penalty time continues to wind down here. Groton so far with a successful kill. Morin up top, looking for a spot. She'll go wide. Danny Look this side. Danny Look. Oh, Shea Jazeel was wide open. A good cut pass there on the Groton side as the penalty expires. Far side, coming near side. Danny Look will shoot one. Deflected off the shin pad of Gund. And Lulu Jarrett will get there. Shea Jazeel couldn't quite hold everything on side as she tumbles down. Jamie Noonan on the go. Danny Look back checking there for Millbrook. And the puck will trickle back to Morin. 3-on-2 developing here for Groton. Shot taken, glove save, Morgan Ainley.
Important save there from Ainley, but a lot of good pressure coming from Millbrook in the last few minutes, creating some good opportunities and putting a lot of pressure on Adamovsky in the last 5 minutes of the second period.
Yes, continuing to pepper Adamovsky with shots. Trying to wear down the Groton defense and break through to find their first tally. Groton looking to extend their lead as they get a chance with the offensive zone draw. Nelson across for Lay. Lay stepping into a shot, and she scores! Kira Lay finding the twine to make it 2-0.
We know Kira Lay can shoot well. And we saw her do that there. Beating Morgan Ainley from the point, short side, under the glove, above the pad. Well played shot. Tough break for Millbrook after that. Well-run offense for about the last 3 minutes.
Piper Smith and looking to come back here. Smith with it at the red line, getting in past the blue line now. Smith looking for an option. She'll try and shoot one. Lay got the body in the way. Smith leaving down low. Panachuli coming into the corner. Lay using her big physical long presence to push that puck forward. Scalise with it now. Scalise using her speed up the far wing. Full head of steam coming in on downs. Shot taken going far side, missing as Panachuli hits the deck, and we'll see a penalty coming up here against Groton. Once again, Millbrook with an opportunity here to get themselves on the score sheet.
Another important penalty power play opportunity for Millbrook. Big penalty call on Groton, and again it is Cronin. So they're losing another one of their good penalty kill pieces again. And Millbrook now trying to build off the momentum of the last couple of penalty kills.
Piper Smith doing great work at the draw to win it. Morin taking a shot. Hadamovsky with a nice save there. Rebound steered to the corner now. Beckstein not able to clear on the first attempt. Some more stick handles will almost get it out the second time. Morin doing a good job at the blue line. Morin finding some space. Murphy now. Murphy looking for a shooting angle. Couldn't find it. Piper Smith in the bumper area. Still loose. Murphy trying to get a backhand on net. She's taken down as she got through some traffic. Piper Smith now with it. Emily Morin up top. Emily Morin will shoot one, looking for Murphy. No, Adamovsky, oh my goodness, making another save. Ooh. And this puck will be cleared out of the zone by Groton.
Another astonishing save coming from Veronica Hadamovsky, and really showing us why she has a .942 save percentage and 1.3 goals against average, making a lot of astonishing saves tonight.
Morin looking for an option. She'll hold up. Her pass is deflected. Smith will pick it up from there in neutral zone, hitting Murphy on this side wing, cross ice. Murphy looking for Ainley, but Ainley got a shot off and a better glove saved by Hadamovsky. 1 second left on the penalty to Cronin. 59.2 left in the period with which to work as Groton has jumped out and grabbed a 2-0 lead here.
Important offensive zone draw for Millbrook. Them losing that now gives Cronin the ability to come out of the box and look for a spring pass from the defensive zone.
Jazeel looking to work down low. Ainley couldn't quite get it. Morin will fire it back to Danny Look on the line, who was offside. We'll see a face-off just outside the Groton blue line. So 44.7. We'll put this draw outside the Millbrook blue line, excuse me. Jill Smith coming to take the draw against Scalise. Scalise clean win. Lay with it now. Lay up the wing, looking for Trudell. Play was foiled. Morin with it now for the Mustangs. Morin on for Daniluk. Daniluk for Smith. Jill Smith through neutral ice. 2-on-2 developing here. Smith on the outside, trying to cut towards the cage. Good stick poke there from Hadamovsky. Daniluk beat there. Cronin on for Scalise. Scalise with some speed coming in one-on-one on Morin. Morin was having none of that. Cronin looking for an option there, but Daniluk had a great back check there. Morin had the stick lifted as she came into the offensive zone. Millbrook will have to reset here as Daniluk tags up on the delayed offsides. Kick forward, held off inside, but that'll do it for 2 periods. Groton up 2-0 after 2. So after 2 periods, Groton grabbing a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Groton coming out of that period with 2 goals. Two nice goals, nice well-placed shots. and Millbrook unable to get one. Hadamovsky playing phenomenal in the blue paint for Groton right now. Morgan Ainley also playing really well. Just a couple tough breaks for her. And Millbrook down 2 going into the third. They have the offense, they've had the opportunities. Now we'll see if they can capitalize on them.
Yeah, so Millbrook has yet to break through on the score sheet. Plenty of opportunities. Hadamovsky just unbelievable.
Yeah, she's playing really well. I mean, there have been 3 or 4 times where I thought Millbrook had goals.
Yeah.
And the puck stayed out of the net. She's phenomenal, displaying her talents really well. And overall, well played by both teams. Just Millbrook unable to find that last bit they need to capitalize on these opportunities.
So Millbrook down by 2 going into this third period. Game out of reach or not?
I don't think it is. I definitely like the opportunities Millbrook is creating. They definitely could score 2 of their own, 3 of their own, even 4. I mean, the saves Hadamovsky's been making are out of this world. Like, the puck is an inch off from where it was, that's a goal. Like, these are opportunities Millbrook can 100% capitalize on. It's just a matter of fact of whether or not that puck will be in the spot they need it to be. And they've also just got to keep that momentum going. Not let these 2 goals get into their head. Not let that affect their play. And it'll be an exciting third period. And the game is definitely not out of reach. And Groton has not won yet.
So that'll do it for now. We're going to go warm up, but we'll be back for some comments right before the second period. In the meantime, we've got a slideshow, a quick compilation put together by JD Whiting of some great photos from the season of the girls. So enjoy that while we go get warm. Puck drop for third period action here. Millbrook looking for just 17 more minutes of magic here as they look to battle back and find a spot in the playoff final here. Groton looking to do quite the opposite and close out a game that they're now leading 2-0.
Yeah, Groton, as you said, leading 2-0. Millbrook definitely not out of this game. Winner will go on tomorrow to play at 11 a.m. against New Hampton, who won the New Hampton Cushing game earlier today at Taft. And yeah, we'll see if Millbrook can battle back, see if Groton will hold on to their lead. But nonetheless, an exciting third period ahead.
Groton looking to slice and dice here, starting with Scalise. She'll play it off the glass and on down as she heads off for a change. Noonan on the forecheck, chipped on for Murphy. Murphy finding Smith. Smith finding Panachuli. Panachuli 1-on-3 as she's got Emily Morin with her. Lila Panachuli dealing on down low. Kaylee Murphy will get it from there. Murphy looking for a spot. She'll go backhand, no look pass. Panachuli couldn't get a shot off. Morin with it now. She'll shoot one. Oh, just past Adamovsky. Couldn't quite find the cage. May have been deflected on the way. Panachuli hitting the deck and coming away with it now is Beckstein. Beckstein looking to get through neutral, and she will into the offensive zone. 1-on-1 on Stever. Her bid goes wide of the net. Noonan clogged up by Morin. Panachuli with it now. Good poke check from Jarrett. Will hold it down in the offensive zone for Groton as they head off for a change. Just over 15 minutes, with left in this regulation hockey game here. Emily Smith this side will take a shot. Ellie Smith. Her bid goes wide. Kirale not able to corral the pass. Banking off the boards and out of the zone. Lay retreating. Gunn with it now on forward for Cheyenne. Ellie Smith into the offensive zone. Jayla Stever on her. JC Downs racing to the far corner to poke it forward. Danny Look couldn't corral it. Jill Smith will get it out of the zone. Cheyenne looking to get it back, Gunn looking to get it back in. That was blocked. Millbrook on the go here. Chipped in by Lily Ainley. Danny Look will play the chase on that dump. Puck getting stuck behind Adamovsky. Scalise coming away with it. Scalise on forward for Ellie Smith, who will loft it down low.
So far, pretty back and forth. Millbrook not able to get many chances, which they are going to need plenty of, especially against a goalie like Adamovsky. Groton doing a good job to get that puck in the zone and keep it out of the hands of the Millbrook offense.
Cronin with it, far side. She'll deal for Scalise. Scalise give and go to Cronin. Cronin high slot area. Good defensive work by Lily Ainley. Jarrett keeping the play alive. Offensive campaign continues to roll here for Groton as they get set up once again. Shea Jazeel get into that puck. On for Danny Look. Danny Look, cross ice, off the mark for Ainley. It will come back to Noonan. Noonan able to advance it enough to where Nanine can get to it. Nanine driving towards the cage. Smith holding her to the outside. Smith still on her. Morin will get to that loose biscuit. Emily Morin had it ripped off. Nanine driving towards the cage once again, trying to wrap attempt. Rebound cleared out by Piper Smith momentarily. Up top shot taken by Beckstein. Glove down by Ainley for a whistle and 13-12 left in the period.
If I'm not mistaken, that is the first whistle of the period. And time's ticking by quick. We're already almost 4 minutes into this third period, and Millbrook's got to get one quick. The quicker they can get one, the better their chances of making this two-goal comeback is.
Smurf line on the ice. Murphy looking to make something happen. Driving in Panachuli's chance in front, just right out of real estate on the doorstep. Piper Smith grinding down low with Panachuli in the corner. Murphy coming in for support as well. Murphy getting to the loose puck. Trying to find a spot up top now at the blue line area. She'll come into a shot, toe drag, release it, but it goes wide. Kylie Murphy will send it back the other way, changing direction. Stever will pinch in. Piper Smith now from the corner, chance in front. Panachuli got a stick on it, but it deflects out of play for a whistle. With about 12 and a half left regulation time.
Millbrook now getting in the offensive zone. Big offensive zone draw. And this line of Daniluk, Joe Smith, and Ainley is going to be a big, important line for this Millbrook team, being able to work low, win those low pucks, and try and play it up high and work the Groton defense.
Kirillay with it now on the Groton side. Cronin's pass to was cut off by Jaziel. Jill Smith will bank it off the skate of Daniluk and in. Lay with it once again for Groton. Bank pass on for Jalen Trudell. Trudell edged off the puck, shot taken. Ainley had the stick stave ready. Daniluk far wall looking for a spot. Jill Smith wasn't quite ready for the pass, stepping up. Downs will get the red line and clear it in. Linesman saying no icing. Kirillay with it now. We'll move it on for Sydney Nelson. Nelson from the corner. Good step up there by Jaziel as she gets a little shaken up on the play. Daniluk with it now in her own zone. Daniluk waiting for reinforcements. Cut pass there at the line. Coming in now. Lauren Ash, shot taken. Ainley with the save. Downs on for Panachuli. Panachuli sidestepping, move there, but back checked hard by Lauren Ash, who picks it up. Piper Smith now in the offensive zone from the corner. Smith tied up as the puck is frozen as well. Panachuli had it for a moment, and now Murphy. Murphy will send it on low for Piper Smith. Trying to get back to Murphy. Lauren Ash couldn't clear. Murphy ripped it off. Murphy cutting across the axis. Drop pass for Stever. Stever will step into a shot, trickling down. It's loose in front. It's still there. It's still there. Oh, and couldn't get a shot away. It'll be cleared out by Groton. Morin racing back now. Bouncing Biscuit on her stick. Morin carrying that 6-ounce rubber as she goes for the dump in. Not the greatest of dumps as Gunn got it right away. Ellie Smith now through neutral ice. Smith trying to go far wing. She'll find Cheyenne deflecting off of her blade. Stever playing the angles on the inside. With just over 10 minutes left in this final frame of action as Millbrook battles to keep their postseason alive. Joe Smith in, but we're whistled late offside at the line for a whistle.
Millbrook's starting to find a few good opportunities in their own, getting that puck low. And a couple opportunities sitting there right on top of the blue paint in front of Adamovsky. However, she's doing a good job of keeping that out and holding Groton to this 2-0 lead.
Jill Smith getting possession from Millbrook. JC Downs with it. JC looking for Lily Ainley up the wall. Ainley was able to keep it in. Daniluk far wing. Couldn't get there. Gunn has it for Groton. Pass completed to Ellie Smith. Ellie Smith playing just dump and chase fundamental hockey as she'll let her teammate Kylie Murphy chase it down far corner. Daniluk battling through traffic. Jill Smith with some added support. Smith coming in one-on-one on the outside against Lay, driving towards the cage. Poke checked away there. Puck thrown off the board, sending on Scalise. Scalise on the go. Trudell inside. Scalise holding up on the outside. Pass was cut. Lily Ainley will pick up from there. Daniluk now 2-on-2. She's got Shay Jaziel with her. Daniluk will just fire it in on Hadamovsky. Sydney Nelson now for Cronin. Cronin with a beautiful play on the bank up the wing. Downs racing back to catch her. Cronin throwing snow far wall. Sydney Nelson up top will play the bank pass down low. Trudell below Ainley, below the goal line. Cronin on the wing now up top. Lulu Jarrett stepping into a shot. Stick save by Ainley. JC Downs couldn't quite corral the puck. Still loose in front. And a tip there by, I think it was Trudell, didn't quite make it to the cage. It went wide. Panachuli on the go. Panachuli wheeling and dealing through neutral. She gets in past the red line and the blue line. Puck protect on the outside, trying to drive towards that center crease. Murphy, Panachuli, Emily Morin working the far wall. In tandem, Piper Smith couldn't quite get to the loose puck. It'll get turned over to Groton and cleared out. Murphy, offensive zone, had some nice moves, taking a shot. It was blocked, I believe, and hit Piper Smith's skate on the way. Puck cycled down low. Groton looking to break out here. Good step up stick by Jayla Stever will cut off the pass. Emily Morin on for Danny Luck. Danny Luck will play a bank off the wall. Smith couldn't get there in time. Sent back in. Nanine from the corner, held up by Stever. Played up top now. Beckstein stepped into a shot. Langley on the go. But recovery by Lauren Ash will help out the Groton defensive effort. Jill Smith down low now. Held up by Gunn. Lily Ainley coming in as she loses an edge once again. Far side, Gunn, Colby Gunn fanning on a clearance attempt. Danny Luck working hard. Noonan for Groton trying to get it cleared. It'll come all the way back to Beckstein. Beckstein will air it out to neutral. Danny Luck will come in and fire it in as she heads off for a change in personnel. Jill Smith will keep the grind going. Stever not able to hold the line as the puck was aired out over her shoulder. 7 minutes left to work in this final frame of action. Groton hanging on to their lead. Right now, it's still 2-0. Kira Lay able to fire down deep.
Groton really starting to shut down the lanes, the shooting, passing, and just offensive lanes for Millbrook, and just working on getting that puck deep, keeping it in the zone, and just trying to keep it off of Millbrook's stick.
Smith charging forward, able to keep the puck in past the blue line, and then finally it'll be cleared out. JC Downs bank, Panachuli with it. Murphy this side getting the cross ice path. Murphy wheeling and dealing in the offensive zone. Oh, and it was just poked away from her stick. Good individual effort until the last second. Smith will fire it back in right onto the stick of Kira Lay, who hits the headman pass on for Kylie Murphy. Puck protected there. Jarrett coming away with it. Panachuli has it now. Murphy in the offensive zone. Murphy for the Mustangs holding the line. Still onside here, and it'll be cleared out now. Jill Smith getting into the offensive zone, looking for a shooting lane, but it'll find the glove of Hadamovsky. And a stop.
First shot Millbrook was able to find in a while, and the first whistle we've had in a while. Groton doing a good job at running this clock down. Running the clock down and taking time away from this Millbrook offense. Right now, their best defense is just keeping that puck off the Millbrook stick, off the Millbrook players' sticks, and they're doing a good job of it right now.
Stever sending on down low past Ainley. Jill Smith below the goal line will pick it up. Jill Smith looking for the centering to the slot. Shot taken home, just missing the deflection was Dana Luck. Beckstein looking to clear out, and she will. Scalise getting to it. Scalise interrupted by Stever. Stever, good back check there to get on her. Jill Smith, nice poke check as the pass was intercepted on the way to Cronin. Cronin now with it along the wall. Coming up to the top, playing interchange with Lulu Jarrett. Sent off the glass. Danny Luck looking to get the breakout complete. She can't. Jill Smith trying to help her out. Cronin and Scalise swarming that far wall. Scalise stepping into a shot. Good save by Ainley.
Groton doing a good job at holding the boards and holding the points, making it difficult for Millbrook to break out.
Danny Luck, 1-on-3 in the offensive zone, had it poked away as Groton continues their very strong defensive effort tonight. Piper Smith now on the outside. Cut off. Nanine with it now. Able to change directions on her. Clear attempt completed as Groton is on the go here. On the go, cutting in Noonan right there. Great back check by Downs. Stay with the play. Piper Smith able to get free. 1-on-1. Panachuli in on Lay. Panachuli. Oh, a great pull check by Kira Lay.
Kira Lay displaying her talents, her Division I future talent on Lila Panachuli right there. Getting that puck off of her stick after a nice move by Panachuli to try and beat her 1-on-1.
Cheyenne with it as she toys along the wall. Smith in there as well. Just under 4 minutes left for the Millbrook team to work here. Same with Groton in this final frame of action. Murphy getting into the offensive zone, looking for some space. No space available as Lay is on her immediately. Puck poked loose. Jill Smith. Panachuli looking to step into a shot. Blocked there by Cheyenne. Up top, Jazeel thrown down low off the dasher. Will continue to rim around the yellow stripe.
Maybe even another so you don't have to pull your goalie. But we'll see what Millbrook looks to do in the next 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, so 3:23 left on the game clock here. Both teams huddle around the benches getting instruction from their respective coaching staffs. Groton holding on to their 2-0 lead at the moment.
Groton, so far this period, has done a phenomenal job at shutting Millbrook down defensively. And with the help of a few whistles, the clock has just run down. Time's been taken away. And, I mean, yeah, Groton doing a good job of just keeping those opportunities away from Millbrook. We've seen a few. Adamovsky coming up big. When the Groton team as a whole isn't able to shut down the chance. But overall, great period from them. And Millbrook also working, hustling, doing everything they can to make these chances happen.
Draw will come out to the left of Adamovsky. Joel Smith on it for Millbrook. Kylie Murphy for Groton. Puck coming to Groton possession, and it's cleared immediately by Sydney Nelson. Emily Morin racing down to beat Ellie Smith for the icing, so we'll do it all over again. Just 10 seconds left on the game clock.
Yeah, so Millbrook now another offensive draw from the icing. Groton defense still stuck out there, and Ellie Smith now is fatigued and stuff from that long icing, which is helpful for that Millbrook offense, although it doesn't seem to matter anyways. Groton does a good job of getting the zone.
Kylie Murphy will get it down low, trying to set up a cycle or something here. Joe Smith from the corner from the Mustangs in white. Played on forward for Danny Look. Danny Look almost had it poked away, now into the offensive zone, holding up along the wall. She's immediately swarmed by 3 of the Groton defense. But the puck will come down once again, and another icing here with 2:43 left to play in this third period. And we'll keep an eye on Morgan Ainley here as it just about gets to that time.
Yeah, coach is definitely probably looking to pull Morgan Ainley soon if they can't get a goal in the next couple seconds. And a timeout. Now looks to be Groton's timeout. And we still have the same 5 Groton girls on the ice as we did after that original icing call that Coach Shapey took her timeout on.
So 2:43 on the game clock, still time left to claw their way back into this game for the Mustangs, but they got to do it quickly, and they're going to need some sort of magic they haven't found yet this game.
Yeah, they have to find that spot on Adamovsky where they can get that puck in, do it twice, and then go from there. First step is get one. But that's all they got to be focused on now. After that, you can focus on everything else.
So Ainley will head back to the crease here as the draw will be inside the Groton zone out to the right of Adamovsky. Millbrook's going to roll with Benajuli, Smith, Murphy, Jazeel, and Morin. Piper Smith not able to win the draw. Sydney Nelson, Kira Lay with it. We're going to freeze along the board. She'll play it back for her defensive partner, Sydney Nelson. Nelson's pass was cut off. It'll come back to Lay. Lay wasting more time behind her own net. Murphy hard on her immediately. Murphy working in tandem with Smith, trying to get some possession, but here comes Scalise. Scalise winding through neutral, trying to hit the stretch pass, but it was tipped, so it will be icing here. And we hear Coach Whiting yelling Morgan, so we'll see the net go empty for the Millbrook Mustangs.
So Millbrook will have the extra attacker on as Morgan Ainley has been pulled. And on the last shift we did hear Groton coaches yelling hold the puck. Different strategy now, but they're going to be doing whatever they can to waste the most time and keep the puck out of the Millbrook offense reach.
Morin not able to get to it, and here comes Cronin in all alone. Cronin will fire, and make it 3-0 on the empty net with 2:06 left to play.
And that's a killer for the Millbrook team. Now down 3 with 2 minutes left. We'll see if the coaches try and keep Morgan pulled. They're putting her back in right now to see if they try and pull her again. As you don't have goal differential or anything counting towards anything now, so you might as well throw it all out, leave it all on the ice.
As it stands right now, Millbrook has 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in their season for 2022-2023. But here comes Groton on the go. Morgan Ainley at the top of her crease, awaiting instructions. Seems like she's going to stay put for now. Murphy in the offensive zone with Piper Smith turned over. Nanine with it now for Groton. Coming in, Nanine leaving the drop pass shot, taken Ainley with a glove save with 1:45.
Now defensive zone draw for Millbrook. Groton's just going to try and win this, keep that puck in the zone. Millbrook's got to make something happen quick, get that breakout, try and spring someone on a breakaway, do something, try and find a little bit of offense late in this game.
Lulu Barrett minding the blue line for the Groton side. Played on down low. Ella Nanine from the corner. Shay Jazeel on her, tying her up. Jill Smith in there to give some aid. Emily Morin coming in as well. Puck still loose along that corner. Now coming free along the wall as Morin hits the deck. 1:20 left to play. Groton just trying to freeze up that puck along the wall. Fired in front, it'll be cleared out of the slot area, but up top, Lulu Jarrett across. Beckstein with a shot and she scores, and that'll put this game on ice and make it 4-0 Groton as they punch their ticket to the NEPSAC Small School Final.
That will most likely do it. A nice top corner goal, sniped by Captain Corinna Beckstein, and that'll be the dagger for Millbrook. 4-0, 1:10 left. Looks like Millbrook will be going home. Groton playing New Hampton tomorrow at Taft at 11 o'clock. But a lot of good things coming in Millbrook's future. A lot of good things to come out of this season. Good run. Not quite ending the way they wanted to, but still, nonetheless, great season.
Lila Panicciulli will play the dump in down. Murphy will chase it down. Millbrook just showing a little bit of life left with 60 seconds less on the clock as Groton continues to work just to finish off this game. Kylie Murphy with it for Groton, playing on for Ellie Smith. Panicciulli cutting that off. But as you say, many good things to come for this Millbrook squad in the next season. The lone senior Morgan Ainley playing what I believe to be one of the best games I've ever seen her play.
Between last game and today, I mean, her playoff run, her playoff performances have been absolutely beautiful. Just great save after great save, important save after important save. Well, she's not coming away. Well, she's not coming away with the result she or the team wants today. I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of with the way she has played this year.
13.6 left on the clock. The draw will come inside the Millbrook zone. Piper Smith just falling on that puck immediately as everybody swarms there. Clock winding down now in 7 seconds. Murphy will take it to the corner and wait for the buzzer to sound, as that will do it. Capping off the season, Groton topping off Millbrook 4-0 in Groton, Massachusetts, and they'll go to the final. Mustangs headed home here with a second round exit in the semifinals for NEPSAC Small School Championship 2022-2023. And what will be the end of Morgan Ainley's career on the Millbrook Mustang side.
Yeah, obviously not the result Millbrook wanted coming out of today, but nonetheless, to not make the playoffs in 9 years, put up a wonderful semifinal performance, make it to the playoffs, do it for your lone senior. Got a lot of things good to build off of for next year, and it'll be exciting to see what this team does in the next couple of years. Groton, what wonderful game today. Did what they had to, got the job done at home, earned that #1 seed, showed why they earned it today, and is now competing with New Hampton for the Dorothy Howard Small School Tournament Championship tomorrow at 11.
All I've got to say is New Hampton, watch out for 22 and 23, Scalise and Groton. They can slice and dice as Groton will top off Millbrook here. And this will do it for us too. No more flights for me to not catch. No more games left in the season for anybody. JD, it's been a pleasure calling hockey. As we're gonna change the view here, but it's been a pleasure calling hockey alongside you the last 3 years. Too bad Adam Beck's not here. Shout out if he's on the stream to Adam Beck.
Yeah, to create this program and now get it to where we have in the last 3 years, it's been a great time, been a lot of fun. There's no people I'd rather do it with than you and Adam, as you mentioned. A great time. Would have loved to be covering the game tomorrow, but unfortunately, that's not in our books. Hopefully, we will get to see Millbrook in that Dorothy Howard Championship or even Elite 8 Championship in the next couple of years. A wonderful team, wonderful group of girls, wonderful coaches. And yeah, a lot to look forward to in the future coming from this Millbrook girls varsity hockey program.
Yeah, and thank you to the girls for being so accommodating, letting us tag along, bother them during practice. What a ride. Happy to do it for them. Thank you to everyone in our technical crew, Dan Cohen, our producer, Andre Hadsma, Jake Whiting on the photography and film today. Thank you to them and everybody else who made it possible, communications office at Millbrook. It's been a blast. We wish the girls the best in the off season as we get geared for spring sports. Varsity lacrosse for you, varsity golf for me, possibly some baseball commentary, lacrosse commentary coming in the spring. We'll keep you posted on that.
But yeah, just thanks for following the journey for the last 3 years. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, I've had a lot of fun. Tough it has to end like this, but great journey.
Signing off for now, Charlie K, JD Whiting. That's it for us.